Welcome to Jane's Views on MAFS Australia 2025. I tell you what, guys, this is a banger of a season, let me tell you. So for those of you that don't know what MAFS is, that's an abbreviation for Married at First Sight. Now, they do one in America, do they do one in America? Don't know. Anyway, this is a good start to the video. It can only get better. From now on, guys. So you get couples, right? I think in this particular one, in the Australian one, we have this amount of couples, which is a lot, isn't it? That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 couples, guys. So what happens is they are matched by 3 experts and they meet as strangers, and they actually meet at the altar. That's the first time they see themselves or see each other even. So they then marry, and then they honeymoon and subsequently move into an apartment, and it all happens over the space of, 6 weeks or a month. And then after that month, they then have to decide whether they're going to further their marriage or not. So, yeah, that is the concept of the program, Married at First Sight. Now, let me tell you, when my girls first told me about it, I was like, I can't be bothered with that nonsense. And then, as usual, once they sort of keep going, oh, mother, you'll love it. I thought, all right, I'll give it a go. And I do. I love it. I just love it. So it originated apparently from in Denmark, and has since been adapted into various international formats, including versions in Australia, New Zealand. Oh, yeah, I've seen the New Zealand one as well. Sweden, the Netherlands, the US, and the UK. So there you go. It's meant to be sort of a social experiment, with the show exploring whether people can find love and build a successful relationship based on compatibility assessments and a commitment to marriage. Let me tell you, as I say, this 2025 is a real stonker. So popularity, the UK and the Australian versions of MAFS are particularly popular with viewers following the cast journeys and relationships. Okay, now the legal status. In some versions, the couples are legally married, while in others, the marriage is a symbolic act for the duration of the show. Yeah, that's what I was led to believe. They're not actually really married, but anyway, let's get on to it because I've waffled for nearly 4 minutes. I do apologise. So let's get on with it, shall we? Buckle up, guys. So let's start with the cast. We've got Ashley and Jake. Do you know what? I've got a feeling I'm just going to laugh all the way through this. I must stop laughing. Anyway, so we've got Ashley and Jake. We've got Athena and Adrian. Sierra and Billy. Jamie and Dave. Katie and Tim. Karina and Paul. Who's that down there? Oh, yeah. That was Lauren and Elliot. Stop laughing, Jam. We've also then, in the same season, got Lauren and Clint. Veronica and Elliot. Yeah, it's confusing, guys. We'll discuss that perhaps in another video. We've got Beth and TJ, Jackie and Ryan, Morena and Tony, Rhea and Jeff. down there. Oh, yeah. And then I've got a repeat of those two. Well, this is all going rather swimmingly, isn't it? So what I want to do is, there's so many of them and so much to talk about. I'll be waffling for forever and you'll have gone off, had your dinner, had your supper, tucked yourself into bed. Yeah, and I'll still be going on explaining about these couples. So what I want to do is kind of divide some of them into different sort of departments, for want of another word. So yeah, so the first department I want to look at is the problematic ones. It's actually very hard to single out just one couple that's problematic, but one of the ones that is really standing out to me at the moment for all the wrong reasons is Athena and Adrian. Oh my God. Athena came into the experiment looking for not only a love of her life, but also somebody who would accept her son. And almost from the word go, Adrian told her that he wasn't going to be looking after her son. He actually said, and he got it all right. Listen, he's like a sandwich short of a picnic. And he was like, yeah, well, and I've never heard an accent like his. Apparently, he comes from Greece. Apparently, he's of Greece descent, Greek descent. But I've never, ever heard an accent quite so bad as his. Apparently, he comes from a large, vibrant Greek family. The eldest of 5 children, including an identical twin brother and twin sisters. Well, we met them, didn't we? We met the twin sisters at the family, when the families get together, and we saw exactly what his sisters were like as they just bombarded Athena at the table. And yeah, it wasn't very nice to watch, guys. They quite literally, they were like birds of prey, sort of pecking away at her. And the whole time I was screaming at the scene, speak up, girl, don't take their crap. But she didn't. And although her twin sister then turned up and tried to sort of stand up for her, it didn't go very well. It was like, no. And then the twin sisters had the nerve to storm off as if like anyone wanted them in there in the first place. Nobody wanted them there. Another problematic pairing is Jackie and Ryan. I mean, Ryan, I don't know what his issue is. He's got a very self-inflated, hugely inflated sense of self-importance, and he really isn't all that. And then you've got Jackie, who is like his female version, and it's just a marriage made in hell. It really is. You've got Jackie, who another groom by the name of Jake, I think it was him, said that she's got crazy eyes, which is not a very nice thing to say. But what's even worse to say is, or to hear, is when her actual husband actually says that she has crazy eyes as well. But never mind, because she gives a good mm-mm. I'm not even going to say what it is. So they're so problematic. I think everybody has just given up on them. I think everyone is just like, yeah, okay, you two, you just go over there and do your thing, because you're not sort of doing what we need you to do in this experience. It's just bizarre. I would just say for them, Mr. and Mrs. Bizarre, 100%. Then we have Sierra and Billy. Billy is a Brit. And to be fair, I thought, on looks, I didn't think they matched. I thought he's very sort of mediocre, whereas she, I thought, was quite a stunning woman. Although one of my daughters said she's a bit horsey, Mum. And I said, all right then. But it turns out that Sierra likes to play footsie under the table with other women's husbands. Yeah, that's nice. So she also went on a meal with Adrian after Adrian had stomped out of the show for not being included in a promo video. You can't make it up. So she's gone. They've now gone. Sierra and Billy are no more. The same with Ashley and Jake. Jake turned out to be a right so-and-so, racist. That's what he turned out to be. And he works in a school. I wonder how his job's going. Yeah. And then we've got Katie and Tim. Bless her. Katie was our curvy bride, beautiful girl, coupled up with Dim Tim. Tim, also a teacher, was just hateful and again very full of his own self-importance, when in reality he wasn't all that. He really wasn't all that. In fact, no. I was talking to one of my daughters about him, and we were like, he's the sort of guy that if you were in a bar and you saw him come towards you, you'd make a hasty retreat because, yeah, sorry, no. No. Sorry, Tim. Anyway, so he's gone. Who else has gone? Oh, Morena and Tony. They went this week. Morena? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't even be bothering to do this because all I'm doing is laughing through it. But Morena was an older lady. Nothing wrong with that. And she was coupled with Tony, who was a bit, he was in his 50, 53, never been married, didn't have a family, lived in the old, the family's house. He had his own issues, but I thought he was there for the right reasons, and he really did want to get married and be in a loving relationship. That wasn't going to happen with Morena, because Morena had her own ideas of how she should be treated. I want to be treated like a lady. I don't want to be put in headlocks and being fist pumped. I mean, that actually did make me laugh. What was Tony thinking? Fist bumping? Well, fist bumping's all right, but putting her in a headlock? Why would you do that, Tony? Come on, man. What are you thinking of? You can't put your wife in a bloody headlock. God's sake. Oh dear. It's hilarious, guys. Absolutely hilarious. So anyway, they are no more. They're off in whichever parts of Australia they come from, alone. And to be fair, I don't think that Morena painted herself in a very good light. She didn't. And in all seriousness, she'd said that she'd been married for 26 years or something, and she'd had a terrible time with her husband and blah, blah, blah. And I just think she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready for another relationship. Point blank, period, as the Americans say. She just wasn't ready for it. And poor Tony was dished up to her on a plate, and he couldn't do anything right. So in the end, he sort of said, I think he was trying to save her blushes by saying, well, actually, I was kind of hoping that I might be able to have children. And she was like, well, you've missed the boat there, mate. I'm 57. I can't do that anymore. So instead of laughing about it, she threw a massive strop, and even sort of made her final entrance into the commitment ceremony with grandiosity and stupidity. Yeah, just stop it, Morena. Nobody, yeah, it's just silly. So, okay, so we're 15 minutes in. I think I'm going to save you. I'm going to try and be more organised. Right, I'm going to save you too much of your time. And I just want to finish. I want to dig deeper into other relationships. But I'm going to finish on a good note and say I am so happy for Jamie and Dave. I think they seem very genuine, and I love that they just accept each other for who they are. And because that's what it is, guys, isn't it? You just got to accept the person for who they are. If they're a bit scatty, like Jamie is, Dave doesn't mind that. Because I remember, like, on Dave's audition vid, he said, I just want to be heard. You know, I just feel that nobody listens to me. Well, not only does Jamie listen to him, she listens to everybody else as well. And that's a very good quality. And I think he recognizes it. So it's a big up to Jamie and Dave. In the next video, we're going to look closer at, what's her name? Karina and Paul. Oh my God. Paul's let himself down big time. You have to wait for the next video for that. And we'll also look at the conundrum that is Lauren and Elliot and Veronica and Elliot. And then Lauren and Clint. Yeah, we'll look at that as well. All right then, guys. I'm out of here. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it sounds all over the place, and guys, it's just the way I am. I can't work off a script. I just have to talk as I find, and I hope you enjoyed it, because it is just a bit of a chit chat thing, really, isn't it? Like, like I have with my girls, we sort of talk about it and we say, oh my God, what about that? What did you think about this? What did you think about that? So that's what this series is going to be. So I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, give me a like to the video, and consider subscribing. But in the meantime, you take care of yourselves out there, guys, because trust me, it's a rotten old world. So until the next one, bye-bye for now.